How can a man look 10 years younger by smashing? Let's talk science. Forget Botox, forget miracle creams, forget eating kale until you turn green. The secret to looking 10 years younger is ridiculously more fun. And science proves it. Dr. David Weeks studied 3,500 people for over a decade and found that those who get it on at least 3 times a week look up to 10 years younger than their peers. And now, before we get to it, obviously there are caveats, actually 3 caveats, and we're gonna handle them right here. But let's first check out the science behind how and why bedroom fun keeps you young, beautiful, and sexy. It's kind of easy because frequent soul-snatching smashing boosts happiness, reduces stress, improves sleep, and even pumps your testosterone. Basically, turning you into a well-oiled, ageless machine. And if you're not harvesting this lowest hanging fruit for health and longevity, you can hack the shit out of your life. Brew mushroom tea, stack every supplement, make millions, hit the gym 7 times a week, and still age unfulfilled, stressed, and looking like a dried up old banana. So, if you needed a doctor-approved excuse to get busy, here it is. Consider bedsheet shredding, soul-tingling, testosterone-boosting lovemaking as your new prescription. This is the single lowest hanging juicy fruit for longevity, and it's tasty as. So if you're tracking macros, sleeping with mouth tape, grounding every day, and still wondering why you're fading faster than a cheap tattoo, stop trying to photosynthesize your life and just smash, brother. Don't get this the wrong way. As many great things in life, this does come with a caveat. If you think you can just rack up body count and stay forever young, you've got it twisted. Caveat number 1, casual bang bang doesn't count for longevity smashing, and hookers definitely don't count. Dr. David Weeks found that only men in real deep relationships got those useful testosterone boosting, confidence fueling benefits. Casual hookups, meaningless flings, paying for it, nope. That's actually draining you even faster. Science is crystal freaking clear. It only works if you're in a real connection. And that means not draining your spirit on soulless hookups or wasting your energy chasing the wrong women. So, I got you. If you still want to hop from flower to flower like a butterfly, that's fine. There's a loophole. I got you with that. We're gonna get you there. But I first want you to understand, it's not just about getting it on. It's about who you connect with and how you lead. Caveat number 2, and you already know that one. You already know the truth. The wrong relationship will age you faster than smoking 2 packs a day. If you're out there chasing validation, playing the nice guy, bending over backwards to make her happy instead of leading her and you how you want, congrats. You just bought a one-way ticket to looking like a grandpa with 45. Pick the wrong woman, lose your masculine frame, and watch how fast you go from sharp, dominant to tired, invisible, and intimacy-starved. No smash, no looking younger, brother. But obviously, there's a way to turn that around. There are men who don't let relationships drain them. They attract and choose the right woman to create relationships that fuel them, that make them feel alive, in their element, that energize them and make them a freaking powerhouse 24/7. The right relationship isn't about jumping to her hoops when she tests you or pleasing her just to avoid drama. It's about leading in a way that makes both of you step into your freaking full potential. And I want you to subscribe because I'll make a very sexy series exactly about that subject. And Here's it. If you still want to hop from flower to flower like a butterfly, fine. But at least let's do that right. Here's the loophole. The real game isn't smashing. It's creating an intimate experience so deep she feels more connected to you in one single night than she did ever in her 5-year relationship. And that's what the loophole is all about. Knowing how to create this exact one night feeling like forever connection. Every man can learn to get there consistently. And that's the God level of single to mingle life and still getting the benefits. And I'll try here to give you as much useful hints as I can, but obviously that's quite difficult to teach by tiptoeing around the explicit expressions and avoiding getting cancelled on social media and on this channel. And for that reason, I'm building a private community you can apply to join. So no matter if you're the butterfly or the long term, no matter which way you want to go, there's one thing that makes the biggest difference. And we're gonna resolve this right here before we tackle the third caveat. The secret sauce to become the kind of masculine energy that attracts the kind of feminine energy that freaking blossoms when you thrive is to invoke and cultivate that feminine energy in your partner, or to attract the woman that embodies it. You now know it's essential for a healthy mind and body and for looking good as long as it's possible. Because the right woman, the right relationships, they don't just make you happy. They make you stronger, they fuel you, they light up your life and make it fun. They unlock the deepest levels of your masculine edge. And exactly that counterintuitive action of embracing everything about you and your masculinity, that edge, everything that Softness society tells you you should look away and throw away the key, that's exactly what creates that connection. Whether it's with your long-term partner or it's that one night that feels like forever connection. That's the real anti-aging cheat code. Now, one last thing you need to hear. There's a third caveat. And this may shake the reality for some men about good intimacy in a profound way. And there's a chance you might feel this one deep in your own bones. There's a study with 500 couples that found that the average man lasts 6 minutes. 6. That's not intimacy. That's a high-speed evacuation. And that study they used, it uses stopwatches. And it also showed something very interesting and alarming compared to studies using the time estimation of men, how long they last. So imagine, from former estimated time studies that resulted in an average of 11 minutes, this 6-minute stopwatch study also showed that men crazy overestimate their stamina by almost 50%. Now, bear with me on that and brace yourself. Science also says the average woman needs 13 minutes to reach the big O. So what's the result? No big O for her, no pleasure for her. She's out there reading steamy novels to make up for it, while we men are out there wondering why she dries up like a raisin and we have to start to beg for intimacy. Now let's do a little thought experiment. What if you spend a few months training your bedroom game like you train your bench press, unleashing your wildest fantasies with her by leading her into her wildest imaginations becoming reality? What do you think will happen? Brother, wouldn't you age backwards faster than Benjamin Button on Viagra? Women read billions of steamy books about men who do to them what you're still scared to ask for. And that's their adult movie. That's what keeps them up at night. No Kale, no apps, not your Bitcoin portfolio. Brother, invest in your intimacy. Invest in leading her into her wildest fantasies. And let her devour you. Make her your devotee. Give her that 30, 60 minutes she never had. Because there's another effect to it. After 20 minutes of deep, sweaty, primal fun, your body and her body releases a hormone cocktail that hacks the aging process like a cheat code. Boom, you broke the matrix. Those wild, sweaty, 30 to 60 minutes, full-on sessions, they don't just change your intimate life and your relationship with the feminine. They upgrade your biology. They change your body. Imagine the abs you build by getting it going all in 3 times a week for a juicy hour. And then your mood, your confidence, no begging for intimacy ever again. Now you're gonna have her all over you and you become her drug, her happy hormones, shaking, soul-bending, multiple O supplier. Any woman who gets that once will be at your feet. You made a 60 out of a 6 minutes, and that makes you a top 1% lover. And to go even further, here's some ancient badassery. The Yellow Emperor had 80 concubines, led a kingdom into old age, and was full of fire and stamina. And his secret, he learned how to have multiple full body climaxes without the final release, which means without blowing his load ever. So multiple rounds, no crash, no refractory period, more energy every time. And that's not magic. That's a man who trained his magic stick. And meanwhile, modern men are out here popping hundreds of dollars of supplements a month just to feel okay. And their woman dreams of being claimed by a man who actually knows what the freak he's doing. Now here's the question of the day. Tell me, brother, in the comments, how much time per week would you give to be adored, desired, and reverse age your beloved self? Would you invest 4 months of time maybe? More or less the 3 hours you spent in the gym to become the top 1% lover she never thought was real? To reverse age like Brian Johnson, but not by spending millions and not by complete sacrifice, but by smashing. Let's be real. Science proves it. It's easy. Good sleep, deep intimacy, juicy connection, sport, and great food. That alone is a better anti-aging hack than any overpriced jungle herb in a capsule. That's something that gives you a better life than 1K in a month in supplements you pop can ever give you. You understand? If we keep messing this up, we're one toxic relationship away from looking like a twice divorced, alimony paying, supplement popping, exhausted grandpa when we're 50 years old. So here's the mission. Have fun being a man. Have a love, taste, touch, sweat, lead, love, enjoy. And let's unlearn the soft society BS programming that holds us back. Let's become the man we were built to be. The man she desires. The man that already makes her wet just by his name popping up in a WhatsApp notification. Let's stay young together. Subscribe and tap the bell. And let's make being masculine the fun it should be. Strong, sexy, ageless, desired, and well freaking smashed.